Hi, friends. Today I'm going to do a reading on J.D. Vance and Erika Kurt. Well, you all have heard the rumors that's been going around for the past couple of weeks about Erika Kurt and J.D. Vance. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I did a reading on J.D. and Usha, and the rumor then was that they were getting a divorce. So let's see what's going on here. Inquiring minds want to know. We're going to pull four cards and we're going to ask, are the rumors about J.D. Vance and Erika Kurt true? Okay, that's number one. The second question was, if it's true, was there anything between Erika and JD before she lost her husband? That's the second question I'm going to read on. And the third one is JG really considering leaving his family um, and divorcing? And the last question is JD planning to dump Usha um, to be more politically correct? Is he thinking about that? Okay, so let's see. Four cards. First question. Are the rumors about those two true? Yes or no? I'm using my yes or no cards. Are the rumors true? I mean, it hasn't even been 2 months since she lost her husband. I think he got killed on September the 10th. So let's see about that. That would be pretty scandalous. First question. Are the rumors about these two true? First card. Okay. Okay, now the first card says yes. And if you can see, this man is looks like he's defending himself against something or someone or just numerous criticisms here. And he's pushing them off. He's defending himself. This is seven, is it seven? Yeah, seven of wands. Seven of wands. So the seven of wands says fighting your corner, protective, defensive, determined, challenging, opposing, holding your own, uh, taking the high road, maintaining control, territorial assertiveness. Okay, but it does say yes. Now, JD, okay, in my opinion, um, he's changed his stance on things to get ahead numerous times. So I hope he would not change his family to get ahead, but we'll see. The court says yes. Okay, now the second question said, was there anything between Erica, Kurt, and JD Vance before she lost her husband? Okay. Okay, now this card says no. Okay, and look at this card. This is so appropriate for the reading. It's got a person here and they're laying on top of a coffin. Now, this doesn't mean um, that this person is dead. It means that they're weary. And that's probably how she's feeling. Weary. It says fear, anxiety. I'm sure that's true. Stress, feeling overwhelmed. So maybe she's felt so overwhelmed. Maybe she's trying to just latch on to somebody because she's feeling overwhelmed. Mental overload, needing solitude, relaxation. Now, to me, and I might be a little bit old fashioned, but to me, she came out in the public just a little bit too quick. Okay, in my opinion. Um, it says rest and peace and quiet, sanctuary, meditation and prayer, regrouping, healing, hospitalization, planning for the future. Now she could be planning for a future, but most people under those circumstances would have been doing just this. They would have been just resting and solitude because they would be so upset, so devastated. And I'm not saying that she wasn't, but I mean her actions were kind of out of the norm if you think about it. They would be quiet. They would be in a type of sanctuary in a mourning period. A mourning period. Most people would have been in that, but she was not. Okay, so here at the end of the card, it says planning for the future. So we will take that as it came. Okay, now the next question is JD considering leaving his family? And I'm not saying he's leaving them for Erica, but maybe the other reading that I did indicated that it was trouble in the marriage. So it might not be because of Erica. Maybe they're just having problems, can't get along. But let's ask, is he considering leaving his wife and his family? I think we asked that before. But let's see. Energies change. Okay. Now this card says yes. And here, this is the Queen of Swords. So maybe she's considering leaving him. It could go both ways. Okay, maybe she is the one that's considering leaving him. He might be dishonest because he's too quick to change on the drop of a dime to me. Um, so she's probably seen some shady actions from him before. This is probably not the first time. He looks like he would be dishonest. Um, and you know he is because he says things that you know he doesn't believe, but he'll say and do anything for advancement, for money, for power. So let's see what it says. Queen of Swords. And the question was, is he considering leaving his family? And it says yes. It says thoughts dominate feelings, perceptiveness, keen insight. He's trying to make the right decision, probably for his career, for his advancement, for the money. It says now is the time to stand up for yourself and be clear about your wants and needs. Okay, so it's probably all about his wants and needs. And that might be why she's considering divorcing him because we had that Queen of Swords, and it looked like she was the one considering divorce. So he may be just a tad bit selfish because it says consider your wants and needs. One who has suffered loss or hardships. Um, okay, and I guess that's her. And it says an intelligent, witty, analytical woman. So I think she's had hardships before with him. And she might not like the stances that he's taken here recently to get ahead. She might not really appreciate that because he's probably not the same man that she thought she was marrying. Okay. So let's see. So is he considering leaving his wife and his family? Yes. Is it for Erica? Maybe not. I think they were probably having problems. They probably been having problems because they had a picture of her. I know you all have seen it on the internet, and it had a contrast between Usha, the way she looked so happy, and before and before he got elected, and right after, she seems like she was so optimistic. And then it showed a picture of her, a recent picture, and she looked like a different person almost. Her facade was just totally different. and it looked like all the color was just drained out of her face, and she looked very upset, very depressed. So, I think they've just been having problems. Okay, now, um, will they actually get a divorce? Will they actually get a divorce? I asked it a few weeks ago, but let's see what the court say. Will they actually get a divorce? Let's see what it says. Okay, yes. Okay, it says the Queen of Cups. And this is a woman, this is a queen right here. And you see this cup. She's holding some type of secret. Okay, so it may be some secrets about JD that we don't even know about, but she knows it. She's got all the answers right here. She's keeping it a secret, though. She holds a secret here. It says a choice based on sincere feelings, uh, imagination, dreams. Um, it says deep feelings. It says a significant role in the near future's events. Okay, it says your mother, oh, I missed that sentence. Your mother or a mother substitute may play a significant role in the near future events. So maybe her family is saying, you know what? Okay, if you all separate and he decides to divorce you, you'll do fine. And she is a smart woman. She's a lawyer, and she was a successful one in her own right. And I think she knows some secrets about JD that we probably don't know about. And I think she'll be okay if he does decide to leave her. I think they will divorce. Um, and I think he may have something. Going on with Erika. Now, let's ask this question. Will Erika and JD become a real item? I heard no, but let's see what the court say. I think she maybe is Erika is feeling a little bit lost. And she may be, they said she's very career oriented. And they said she loves money and she was rich in her own right. But a lot of times these people that are wealthy, they don't get enough money. So maybe she feels that she wants somebody that she can advance with. Or maybe she's looking for somebody with a lot of money. Okay, I just heard Elon. Elon better watch it. Okay, so will they become an item? I'm hearing no. Let's see what it says. I'm hearing no. Okay, look. I mean, the cards are something else. This is heartbroken. Okay, these are three swords and a heart. So in a way, it lets you know we're talking about love because hearts represents love, but it's three swords in that heart, stabbed in the heart. So maybe that's her, or it could be JD. Maybe she'll decide that she doesn't want JD. Maybe she'll put her sights on somebody else because I just heard the word Elon. Okay, it says heartbreak, betrayal, loneliness, removal. Now she has had a heartbreak. And then Usha has had a betrayal. So maybe this is Usha with the heartbreak too. Maybe all three of them. But because that had to be traumatic. She lost her husband in such a violent way. That's a heartbreak. The fact that they're divorcing is a heartbreak for Usha, breaking up the family. And then maybe it's a heartbreak for him too. Maybe they just can't get along. Um, so he might be heartbroken about it too. But let's see, it says heartbreak, betrayal, loneliness, removal, absence, okay, removal, division. Okay, so I they're divided. If they're thinking about divorce, they're no longer uh cohesive unit. It's division there. It's depression. Now, Usha looked depressed. That those recent pictures of her, she actually looked depressed. Separation, sadness, heartache, unhappiness, upheaval, grief and sorrow, upset, disorder, confusion, alienation, okay, loss, distraction, conflict, and delusion. Okay, so somebody's really upset about this, and I think it's Usha. I think it's Usha because here recently he was at a some type of conference, and maybe one where Erika Kurt was with him, but he put a little criticism about his wife being a Hindu and that he wished she were Christian. But you knew what she was when you married her. Why is that a problem now? Because your base does not like it. Your base doesn't want you to be married to, well, not everybody in his base, but a lot of them, the real hateful ones, they don't want him married to somebody that's brown. Usha looks like, she's as brown as I am. And she's not even a Christian. So they're not liking that because they don't really take to diversity. So they don't like anybody that's not Christian and that's a minority. They're not going to approve of that. So he's very goal orientated. So he's going to do whatever it takes to get ahead. And I'm not, maybe not, but to me, he would seem like the type that he'd do anything to get ahead. Now that's my opinion, but we'll see how it goes with him. So let's see. Let's look at the energies. Let me get another deck. I'm gonna look at the energies around um JD Vance the next few months. Okay, all this gossip that's going on around him, is that helping or is that hurting him? Because if you're a true staunch conservative Christian, you don't like divorce. Let's see if it's going to help or hurt him. He's not really that well liked anyway. He's not even well liked with his base. I think because he's not really a good liar. So when he starts lying, it's just all over his face. I'm lying, I'm lying. So he has a hard time with the lies. It doesn't come off true. Okay. Is this gossip and this uncertainty about his marriage and rumors, is this helping his career? Is this going to help his political career? Let's see. Let me pull three cards. Mhm. Oh, wow. Look at this. Okay. Look at this. This is the last card. Look at that. Okay, now the first card is the Nine of Wands. Okay, so this is him surrounded. Um, he's taking some type of action here. Okay, he looks like he's trying to move forward. Okay, but it looks like he's moving forward here because of this Three of Cups is some type of collaboration. So it might have been some people that were backing him that's telling him you need to maybe do something different if you want to become president. Because I think I've read on that before that he really wants to be president, you know. And I know that's why Trump really doesn't like him. He probably doesn't trust him. But he wants to be president bad. So these people that have been sponsoring him and collaborating with him are getting together and saying, maybe you need to change some things if you want to run in 2028, and getting rid of your wife that looks like me might be a part of the strategy. Okay. So, but I don't think it's going to work because look, the death chord. So all this conniving and strategies and, moving ahead, people that he's working with planning his success in 2028, I think it's all going to backfire. I think whatever he's planning, if he's planning on dumping his family to get ahead politically, it's not going to work. Okay, so that's what I got, folks. Love and light to all. Blessings. Bye.